Hello everybody. This is the final video in the Planes to Profit meetup weekend. So go get comfortable, grab a snack or a drink, and let's get into what I found. Okay? See you in a bit. Well, alrighty. As I mentioned, this is the last day of the meetup. So pretty much all we did this day was, just meet downstairs with a few people, have some breakfast, and everybody started packing up, heading out. So I originally had planned to go meet my daughter at a large antique flea market, but she was tired. Quite frankly, I was exhausted from this weekend. The dogs are not going to cooperate, are they? So, we just took a couple of pictures and headed out. And I decided, since I wasn't going to Lincoln, that I would just stop at one of my favorite antique stores and see what I can find. So, we have a box full of goodies, and let's see what I found, okay? Okay, I've moved the box down because I'm hoping when I open the stuff it won't start crinkling and make too much noise on the video because everything is still wrapped. But first thing I picked up was this vintage postcard album. It's in really, really good condition. I didn't find any like ripped pages or anything in there. And the reason I picked this up was I have tons of antique vintage postcards. So my thought was I am going to either partially fill, I haven't decided, this with postcards. So doing that will, of course, increase the value of the book, and it'll also help me get rid of some of my postcards. So my thoughts are I'll probably put some holiday cards in here, then maybe some other genres of postcards. I mean, you pretty much name it and I've probably got them. Or I could even do I don't know, I was going to say, let me know what you want type thing, but that would be difficult to, I think, list. So, but, if you email me at bayouvellevantiques@gmail.com before I have a chance to list this, you might be able to tell me what you want in the album. Then we go from there. So, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But I was pretty excited to find that because normally when I find them, they're all like tore up or ridiculous price. Next, I found, oh yeah, I found this vase. Check this out. So they had it labeled as Fenton. This is not Fenton. How do I know it's not Fenton? Sure, Fenton did do, it's not Peach Blows, I think it's called Peach Crust, where it was a little bit yellow on here, and you have the pink, but they call it peach, on the inside, surrounded by the white, and it's actually off-white. But the big giveaway is the pontil. It's a rough pontil. So, if it were Fenton, it would be smooth. Rough pontil means it is Victorian glass. So, not only is it Victorian glass, boom, check out that glow. Whew, this thing glows like you wouldn't believe. So this piece is going in my personal collection. I'll probably try to do a picture of it later in the glow cabinet or in a blacklight box so you can get a better idea. But it's an amazing condition. So I was super excited to find that. And what I also should say is the piece is over 100 years old. So they, the people at the mall, they have a Fenton expert there, and he was just like, oh yeah, that's Fenton. And when I started pointing things out to him, he was like, oh my God, you're right, it's not Fenton. So see, antique malls don't know everything, you know, and I don't know everything, but I do have an interest in that particular style of glass, so that's why I knew, you know, what it was. And I do my best in my videos to kind of point things out so that you can learn as well, because that's the only way we can all learn, is by educating each other, right? All right, so in that same booth, which I have to say, that booth, you know, had a gold mine of stuff. And some things that vendor knew what they were. Some things, obviously, they didn't know. The one thing they had in their booth that I had an issue with was they had like it was dollar store, Dollar General, Dollar Tree. I don't know. One of those dollar stores, which we all like to call the $1.25 store, not the dollar. But it was a vase. It was a glass vase. Now, I will say it was a nice vase. And had it not had the sticker on it, I probably would have just figured contemporary, but not really known who. But I have a problem with a vendor who has a sticker on a vase that says it's from the Dollar Tree, selling in an antique mall. I don't get it. I don't get it. You don't normally see that kind of thing happen at this mall, but it's not vintage, and it sure as heck isn't an antique. So I feel like it's very misleading towards the buyer. So, no, just telling you, with Temu and everything else going on out there, you really got to watch what you're sourcing and picking up and understand quality. So, I forgave them, though, because I did find some stuff in their booth that they didn't know what it was. But, just saying, if you sell antiques and don't be selling Dollar General stuff, okay? All right, so enough about that. So in the same booth, and this is it's definitely, sorry, I was just checking this because I thought, wait, is it broke? But no, it's a piece of tape weirdly placed on the bottom and a piece of tape on the inside, which is kind of strange. So, anyway, I have to clean that up. But I also found this, and you call it a Jack in the Pulpit, but look at that. It is a hand-blown piece. I don't know who did it. I mean, it does have a bit of an optic to it, so I am still kind of researching it, but there is a glow to it. Look, you got the cadmium glow, and around the ruffle you have some glow, but the most of it is down in the orange. So a little bit more research need to be done on this piece. I mean, I can't say how old it is or anything, but I just thought it was a pretty cool piece. So we had that one. I did not pick up like a ton of stuff because I just don't need a ton of stuff, but I did want to pick up a few things because they were really good deals. I also found this one is probably an import, like a Jordan import or something like that. It is a mid-century piece. It is a very nice piece of glass. Check that out. Like the adventuring, that is the gold fleck that you see. And the reason I was saying I don't think it's Murano because it does have that indentation, which was more common with the imports, but it is still a clear bottom, so it's not a cheap piece of glass. I mean, it is cased. You can see like the different layers of the glass in here. So it is a very nice piece of glass. So one thing that's good about going to an antique store is picking up the glass, feeling the weight of the item, feeling the quality of the item. But this piece, I just loved the gold adventurine and the cream in there. It's really pretty. Okay, we have that one. I've already forgotten what I bought. So, next up, what I got. Now this one is a Murano piece. So, look at this one. I picked this one up because the shape was different. It's still an ashtray, still considered an ashtray. And you can see the adventurine in there. You can see the casing in the glass. But look, here's the difference. Remember I was telling you, Murano has a smooth bottom, whereas like the imports had like the indentation where the pontil was. You see the difference? So, but it's a smooth, clear bottom, and you will see like scratching on these, which you typically do want to see some light scratching, because this means it's an older piece. It sat on someone's table and they rubbed it, you know, when they were moving it and stuff like that. And unfortunately, this thing has a security tag on it, and I'm going to tell you, if you're a vendor at the malls, I absolutely hate these security tags because they are the hardest thing in the world to get off. So, yeah, I'll be saying a few words later when I clean that piece. Get theft. You don't usually see a lot of theft at this particular mall. I'm not going to say it doesn't happen, but it's a bigger piece. But I don't like them. Alright. Then I picked up another piece. Now, you do some research on this guy. And I'm just now opening these, so it has 50 million pieces of tape still on it. So, this is probably a Murano paperweight. Could be Venetian, but more likely Murano. It's extremely heavy. You have the sommerso, and that's these different layers of color. So, I'm not sure if you can see, but there is a blue layer, there's a green layer, there's an amber layer, and then you have the clear. So, I'm not sure how well you'll be able to see it. It's kind of a cloudy day here, but you have the smooth bottom, smooth, clear, not cloudy. If it's cloudy, it's China. But this thing, I don't know. it's a couple of pounds, 2 or 3 pounds. It's very, very heavy. So, but again, it's what we call a submerso. So it's probably like a tea-drop submerso. Paperweight is probably how I would teardrop. Lord, where does this come from? Anyway, teardrop submerso Murano paperweight is probably where I would go. And that was a really good deal. Then, I found and again, I'm really sorry for the crinkly noise. Normally I have everything unwrapped, but today I just didn't have time. So the next thing I found was this paperweight. Check this out. Oh my God, it is gorgeous. And yes, I still have some tape on it, but look at the technique. This little what do you want to call it? Like a effervescence of the bubble in there. It's really, really faint in there. It's kind of hard to show you. I mean, I think you can kind of see it right there when I go a little sideways. Really, really faint bubble. And again, like really faint bubble here. So, I picked it up and I saw that on there. And I was like, wonder what that is. Because when you pick it up, you're like, is this really heavy? There's a lot of different techniques in there. I mean, there's like some dichroic looking glass in there. There's several layers. And like I said, different techniques. So I kept looking at it, and I did see a signature on it. So I can't remember off the top of my head who it was, but it was a really good artist. So this was a good find. Really nice find. And it's kind of thin, so it's just a gorgeous piece. I've not come across this particular artist before, so I was pretty excited to find that. Okay, I went and looked it up real quick. It's Eric Braken, Brakken. That's the artist. And his paperweights go for quite a bit of money. So, great find. Alrighty. Then, just a couple little things left. Oh, yeah. Found this little sun catcher. So, I love finding these little guys. Goodness, trying to find all of them. It's a set, so I gotta find a matching match. Okay, and I also got the set of Redware Japan poodles. So this one's going, uh-oh, and then this one's going, good grief. Oh, that was really cute. Paint's in really, really good condition on these guys. So, I have those. And I also got... These guys are super cute, but they're a pair of skunks. Aren't they so cute? They're salt and pepper shakers. Oh my goodness. This was like, hey. She's like, yeah, what's up? And then the last thing that I got, of course, was a piece of glass. So I found this little guy. There were actually two of them, but the other one had, like, I don't know, a little nick on it, so I didn't want to pick it up. But again, probably a piece of Murano Venetian glass, but you've got the Volcante. So it's a really nice size little trinket dish. So I hope you enjoyed this series. I had a great time. Loved meeting all these people. Been able to talk to a few of them since then, and just really enjoyed my time overall. So with that, if you saw anything that you're interested in, just email me at bayoubellavantiques@gmail.com. And the next video that we will be doing will be the Tea Berry Viking that I have been promising to show you. Okay? Talk to y'all later. Bye.